Good morning, Dr. Papa here, and we are in High Realms, the new High Realms, that is the revamp. It has changed so much, it is almost like a completely brand new game. Um, Dr. Papa NTP here, my Noob to Pro series, level 22. But even with all the stuff that I had already done previously, there's a lot of questing that he's going to need to do. We're going to get through the first little bit. I'm going to give you my thoughts on where you should focus your attention early on in the revamp, and then we'll get this posted so we can get some help for the new players. So first of all, you drop into this new area called New Haven. First thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here and chat with Jake. Jake's a good old boy. He's going to help you learn a little bit about the game. He talks about the talking cow. If you're not new to High Realms, you will remember Mula. If you are new to High Realms, she is the farmer that sells seeds and equipment for dealing with the farming thing. No, he's not crazy. He's just a good old boy. So we are in a cluster of floating islands, and he needs a little bit of help. So we're going to help him out. And first thing we're going to do is come over here and get some wheat. It's going to point us to where we need to go with a number of these quests, not all, but a good portion of them. And as you complete your various things, you'll notice that it's going to kick you off to the next thing. So it's already sending me over there to start doing my dough. Now, if you are a brand new player, if you haven't been in the game before, then you want to clean this entire field before you go over there. It'll give you a little bit of extra money starting out. So we're going to come over here on the craft bench. It wants us to do the dough. I'm just going to do all the dough that I have currently. And head back over to Jake because he needed us to make him some dough. And dough is highlighted, wants us to just give him all of our dough. That's fine because he's going to give us money anyway. And we'll talk to Jake. Is farming the only way to make money? No, but it is by far the best way to make money. So if money's your goal, then you're going to be doing some farming. If not, if you just want adventure and so forth, there's plenty of that in the new quest lines. We're going to talk about our new island in a bit. Our very own island, and now it's time to do some upgraded tools. The tools in the game are oftentimes a mix of materials. The first several tools are going to be a mix of wood and metal. In this case, it's going to be us doing wood from the oak trees and stone for the metal. I should have said mineral versus metal, but everything but the stone are metal based. All right, so we're going to go do some chopping. If you're a new player, similar to what we did before, you will have an axe that is given to you that they'll highlight. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the axe that I already have because it's just going to be a lot faster. Also, if you're a new player, I don't want you to just do the number of trees that he wants you to do and then kicks you over to the stone. I want you to do them all. So run through and do all the trees so that you can get a stockpile of wood. It will come in handy a little bit later. And we're not getting crazy with it. We're just doing all the trees on the way to the stone mine. Then it's going to highlight your pickaxe for you to use. I'm going to go ahead and use the one that I already have because it's much faster. And similarly, you're going to do more stone than you need. Just so that you have that little bit of a pick-me-up. If you're a experienced player, just do what they ask for because you'll be fine. Just trying to get a little bit of extra cash for the new players. Come back over to Jake. Jake is ready to talk to us again. Of course, we're getting the hang of it. It does talk about XP here. If you're a new player, please read through this. I'm going to skip it. because I don't need to do all of that. And we're going to come over here and craft our stone pickaxe, and it automatically switches over the stone axe. This is the only time it's going to automatically switch like that for you, so appreciate it. In future, you're going to have to worry about that. Now my bags are full, so it added to the stash. You saw that note that just popped up. So what that means is once I empty my bags enough, I will be able to get access to that stash again, but I need to empty some stuff before I'll be able to do that. All right, so we're ready to take on the new things, and we're just going to get through here, and he's going to send us off to the portal. Now, if you're an experienced player, your instinct might be, oh, let me just run over to the portal. You have to do this basic startup, no matter how many levels you have or how much experience you have with High Realms. The basics have to be done before this portal will open up. After you get through this first portal, you can go get all the rest of the portals if you're an experienced player. If you're a new player, you'll build them over time. Now, there's so much going on. Where should you focus? Well, the developers have done a really good job, and they start you off focused at going to talk to Maya. Stick with doing Maya's quest line until she points you in another direction. So eventually she will point you over to chat with Mula. Eventually she will point you to go talk to the mines, talk to the forest, etc. So by using Maya as kind of your main focus, it will allow you to start going through the quest line. Now, you remember that stash thing that I had a problem with? I am going to stop in at Mula and do some selling to clear my bag so that I can get that availability back in my bags. So let me just clear a few things here. I was doing some fishing before the revamp. Don't need any of this. Let's see here. Here. Don't you. Keeping my tilapia and tiger shark and shrimp because all of those can become food. Rest of those, okay. All right, now nothing showed up from my stash, right? It's because you have to go through a portal in order to get your stash to come back to you. So I'm going to come over here to this portal. This is the way to our private islands. Now, the default when you start off in the game is for you to always start in New Haven where we just started. But there are these innkeepers throughout the game that you can go talk to. I want to set it so that whenever I come into the game, I spawn on my private island. I don't want to land in New Haven and then have to figure out where to go from there. So I need to set this by just a small purchase. It's only 50 coins. Even as a brand new player, you're going to have plenty of cash, so don't worry about it. But now, when I relog, it will relog to my private island rather than in here. Okay? I'm going to pop through here. Now, the reason I'm going through all the portals is I have to reset my teleport area so that I can gain access to them. So now that I've come to my island, this one is opened up. I've been to New Haven. It sent me to the Citadel. Now I've come to my island. Let's get the rest of those opened up. And we are back in the Citadel, where I'm going to get the marketplace opened. If you're a new player, you have to be level 12 before you come in here. And the marketplace is not really populated at the moment. It's because so many people have all the new quests to do, and they're just not going to go hang out in the marketplace at the moment. As time goes on, the marketplace will start getting filled up with other players selling stuff that they found. Get the mines opened up. As an experienced player, you are going to have to do all of these quest lines to reopen stuff. It's because, for all intents and purposes, it's a brand new game. The only advantage you have by being an experienced player is that you've got some levels behind you. You're going to be a little bit tougher to get hurt. You've got some weapons that you already have. You've got some cash to work around with, and so forth. But you still need to do all the new quest lines to get into the new swing of things. There are a bunch of new quests which were not present in the old version of the game. There are contracts, which are a whole new way to attain rare items. There are specific new weapons. There are new mobs to fight. There's new everything. This is one way to get to the new Arctic portal, is behind the Citadel and run up the course. The other way I will show you after we open up the last two areas. Each time you come into a new area for the first time, it gives you an overview of the area. You can skip it if you're an experienced player and you already know it. I encourage even experienced players to watch it the first time. And the reason for that is you haven't been in this new world. You may have been in High Realms, but virtually everything has changed. So take advantage of that quick overview that you get. We're going to get back to the Citadel to get back to be kind of central. The Citadel is kind of central to all the areas. But once you get your teleport area set up, you can just teleport to wherever you need to be. Now, when I teleported to the Citadel, it put me at this forest portal. That's the next one I need to go through. And again, it's going to show me an overview of the forest. Just look at the phenomenal work that the developers did in revamping everything. The trees are new, the terrain is new, etc., and it's giving you an overview of the area that you're about to go into. Those of you that are experienced with the forest, you will notice that many of the trees' locations have changed. Oakwood was always here at the beginning, but Cherry was up on top of the hill. Now it's just around the corner. The ash is up on the hill in a different place than it was before. Darkfang Mire portal is still pretty much where it was in the original. It's just a lot better cosmetically. And that gets us to the mire. This is a total revamp. Many of the tunnels and so forth in and around the spiders have been changed and reconfigured. The main property has new NPCs in it that you're going to need to get connected with, etc. So, and the other way to get to the Arctic is the portal that's up here at the back of the area. Oh, poor DV's, he's in a cage. Anyway, the last portal is way over here in the back. The NPCs that you're going to need to interact with in the mire, there's one just as you come in. That's Boss Ross. He will help you with boss quests for both Arachnella, the big spider, and the new boss over in the Arctic realm. Saeed got a reprieve from having to be in the castle all the time. He's over here in the mire now. So when you want to enchant stuff, you're going to come chat with him. Brand new feature for the new thing is the rune shop. If you have the cash, and they're not cheap, they're 2 million a piece, but you can buy enchantment runes now. You can also use this as a cellar to clear your bags if you're there. And you can, much like I did for the setting your area to the private island, you can set your innkeeper in any one of the region, or you can set your spawn point to any one of the regions. There's an innkeeper there. This is the one for the mire. There's one in the Arctic. There's one in the forest, etc. So you can set your spawn point any place that you want to. So, important safety notes running through the new area. There are a lot of quests. Work with Maya as much as possible. She'll kind of be your central guide and point you to other people as there's a need for you to get into those other people. There are also synergies. So this guy Author here, he has some quests that synergize with a couple that you'll get either from Maya or from other people that are coming into the forest area. There are also contracts that can help synergize. I'll do a separate video on synergy and so forth. But for right now, those are the main points that you need to worry about. As an experienced player, you got to get through the beginning and move on to the quest line. Use Maya as your guide to get through to all the other quests. It's going to take you, if you started doing a speed run for all the quests, you're going to spend probably 5 to 6 hours just doing new quests if you're an experienced player. If you're brand new to the game, it's going to take you a few days to get through all the quests, and probably a few weeks to get through all the quests, because you got to build your weapons, you got to build your masteries to get various things, and it's going to take you a while to get there. So enjoy the brand new version of High Realms, and hopefully I'll see you in game. Dr. Papa, have a great day.